Hey guys, this is your third and last video on area of compound polygons. I'm actually going to show you a little bit of a different strategy today. So you will need your notebook, pencil, calculator, formula sheet, whatever you've been using in the past. And after each example, I suggest you pause the video, copy down the shape, and then copy down the work for it as well, because you are going to be doing some of these on your own. So when it comes to the strategy today, if you're looking at this shape, it's like a kind of like a big C, you could split this into 3 rectangles by cutting it there and cutting it there and having 1, 2, 3 rectangles. That is a choice, and if you want to do that, go for it. That will absolutely get you the answer, but I'm going to show you something a little different. So how my brain does this, and that's not necessarily how your brain will do it, but I would like to show you, is it kind of thinks about this whole rectangle right here. It thinks about that rectangle as a whole. So I actually want to find the area of the whole entire rectangle. So the total is a rectangle, so we know the area of a rectangle is length times width. So just bear with me, I'm going to show you what I'll do after I find the area. So the length of this rectangle is 25, and the width is 20. Those are both inches. Okay. So we want to find the area. So area equals the length times the width. So you want to do 25 times 20. And 25 times 20 is 500 square inches. So this whole rectangle is 500 square inches. But this is actually cut out of it right here. So what I could do is, instead of doing 3 separate rectangles, I could just do 2. Find the total, and then I could actually find this area that's actually cut out, and then just subtract it from my total. So this is going to be rectangle 2 that I'm going to subtract. So it's also a rectangle, so area equals length times width. So I have to figure out the length and the width. So look at that. They actually already give it to me. So the length is 18 and the width is 10. So area equals 18 times 10. So the area is 180 square inches. So to figure out the area, it would be 100 or 500 minus 180. So take away what's cut out in the middle. We don't need that part right there. And 500 minus 180 is 320. So the area of the C is 320 square inches. Okay. It is a little bit more work to go and cut it into those 3 rectangles. And if that's what you feel comfortable doing, go for it. Yeah, you don't have to use this. I just wanted to show you that it is easier to do this method for some of the examples. And I'm going to show you one more. Okay. So here we have kind of like a rectangle with like a little chunk cut out of the side. So how I picture it is, you could find, well, you could cut it if you wanted to. You could cut it right here and have a rectangle and then a trapezoid. But who in the world wants to find the area of a trapezoid? Not me. It's the longest formula. So how I'm going to do it is, I'm going to find this, I'm going to use the subtract method. So I see this whole rectangle right here. Ignore my crazy corner over there. So that right there is a total, and it's a rectangle. So the total would be area is length times width. So let's find our length and our width. So the length is 20 meters. And our width is 10 meters. So area is 20 times 10. So the area of the whole thing, including the piece we have to take out, is 200 square meters. But I actually don't need this shape right here. And I'm hoping you can see that that is a triangle. It's actually a right triangle. So our second figure is a triangle. So if you don't know the formula, looking back at the formula sheet, I know that the formula is area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. Don't forget that 1/2. Everyone always forgets it. That poor little 1/2, always forgotten. So I need to find the base and the height of this triangle, and that's actually where we have some work to do. So we're going to start with the base. I need to figure out what this distance is right here. This is the base. So using my rectangle rules, if this side right here is 10, this whole entire side is also 10. We know that this chunk is 8 right here. So 8 plus what would give me 10? This base is 2. 2 meters. 2 meters plus 8 meters matches the 10 on the other side. So right there, I know that the base is 2 meters. And now I have to figure out the height of the triangle. So I'm going from here to here. That's going to be the height. So same kind of thinking. If this whole edge over here is 20, this whole edge over here has to be 20 meters. So this piece right here is 16. So 16 plus something else is going to get us 20. 16 plus 4 would get us 20. So you could do 20 minus 16 to figure that out. So the height of that is actually 4 meters. If you did not catch what I just did there, watch it again. Rewind and watch what I did again. So I'm going to plug in my base and my height to figure out the area of the triangle. So 1/2 is 0.5 times 2 times 4. 0.5 times 2 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. So now we have to figure out just the area of the blue shaded part. So I know the whole thing without the cutout was 200. But I need to take away the cutout of 4, that's meters. So 200 minus 4 is 196 square meters. And there is your answer. So once again, you don't have to use this. It just happens to be easier for some of the examples that you are given. If you just want to cut it into a bunch of pieces and add them together, go for it. No shame in that. If you have questions, if you want me to do some problems with you, because these are my favorite, I will do as many as you want with me. Email me, anything, comment on posts. I will be there to help you. Other than that,